tracks by the creek bend. The minnows, the body, crawdads with their heads down low, back in the tall grass, stinging my cattails.
Here we are, day one of the actual World Championships. Control practice has been underway for a couple of hours now. We're into round 2 and the sun's blazing. Volcano's still not erupted. We're just going to have a little walkabout as we usually do, unplanned madness. Here we have a fantastic container Nax as well from Scapis Racing. Italian team having a couple of beers, enjoying the lounge area, which is quite thankfully being put on. So let's have a little walk then. Again, the back of my head. Looking quite interesting. Interesting banners they have here. Not going to say anything about that. Nothing needs to be said really. I didn't design it. So we are the pits, which have been fantastically laid on. It's quite warm. As you can see, that's, well, Team Austria and Switzerland getting excited. Beautiful little lime tree here. It's got a bit of nitro on it though. I unfortunately hit my head earlier when I was brushing past it in all my haste. I'll go a bit slower now. Had a chat with Robert. He's doing well. He's really happy with the setup and everything. He's got the small lucky dice on his receiver box. He's had that for a couple of years. And we'll see if actually we can swing around and I'll show you his body. Sorry, can I just jump in here? And these are all his different European Championships and his World Championship there, the 3 stars. So just a bit of factual information there. Mark Ibars, his pit crew chief, I guess is the right word. Here we have again Team Sweden. Dallas is interviewing Christopher Svensson's father Gregor. Right, let's have a word around the French pit, shall we? Let's go down to Team X-Ray, down here. Let's talk to the shark. Hello, how are we doing, René?
Good, good.
Are you in dangerous waters this week, or are we doing well?
No, I think the speed is there today, because I ended up 10th on the first round this morning. We tried different things on the car, like the new parts Uri gave us. I think it was too soft for the track conditions, so I got slower in the second round, but my first round was okay to stay in the 5 first heats, so it's good because I did 2 times 5 minutes without crashing, so I'm really happy with it. Since yesterday I can go 10 or 12 minutes without crashing. I think tomorrow it's going to be a totally different race, because I think right now all the drivers are looking for the speed on 3 laps, but not so many can do 10 minutes without crashing. So it will be some surprise tomorrow for the first trial, I think.
No, you're completely right. As we said yesterday, 3 laps is a completely different ball game to 10 minutes. You're also running a better looking body this time. We've been filming you a couple of rounds and there's been a pink body. Not quite sure what's going on there. It's obviously Ryan Lee's.
Yeah, I took Ryan Lee's one. We tried the sweep muzzle body. It makes the car really easy to drive, maybe a little bit slower. And I don't know if it's slower because it's pink or because it's the body itself, but mine with my colors will get there tomorrow maybe, if there is no custom problems.
And are you fairly comfortable with setup going into 3 long days of qualifying? You plan to test anything else?
Yeah, I think tomorrow we're gonna start with what we had from this morning. I think the car was the best I had through the week. And then we're going to move forward through the qualification. We have 6 rounds. It's going to be long 4 taking, so not so many dropouts actually. So it's going to be consistency will be the key. Get the car in the semi and then we'll see.
All right, thank you, René. Okay, let's stick with the Frenchies and swing around the table. We won't get dizzy or lost, hopefully. Let's have a little chat with Mr. Yannick Igon, maybe. No? No? Remember, we cannot film this car. We can't film this car which is there at all. Exactly, there we go. We're not allowed at all. Yannick, how are you doing? We've not focused on you so much, so here we are. How's your practice, I don't know how many days it's been?
The 5th day, maybe?
Yeah. Could be.
Too long.
I don't have that many fingers to count on.
Was long. I cannot wait to start quali now. It was good overall. We have tested many things. Many crazy things, mainly crazy things, and at the end we go back to everything standard, and it was good. So I think I have the pace for like fighting for like the top 10 maybe, which is good for me. And then if I can get the consistency, we'll see later in the week what I can do. But I'm quite happy with the pace right now.
Okay. You've had this new car for, as far as I know, maybe only a couple of weeks now, or maybe even shorter than that.
Yeah, maybe 3 weeks now. Yeah, 3 weeks with that car. I have drove this probably in 21 days, probably 18. I'm happy. I'm happy because it's really easy to drive. We still need like to learn it a little more for the fine tuning, the small details, but it's really easy to drive. It's good. Right now it's good. We'll see if we can get something better than 2 years ago in Argentina.
Would you say you're maybe quietly confident and even a little bit surprised with how well it's going since you've not had the car very long?
We are close to another car which is known for being fast and easy, so we are not really surprised. But it's good to see that it fits my driving. I get used to it quite quickly, and now I'm confident going into the qualifying, the 10-minute runs, which should suit my style and pace more than the 3 laps. So I'm quite happy.
Okay. Well, we'll be following you for the rest of the week and wish you the best of luck.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Yannick. Right, let's have a swing around again. See who we can find this time. Maybe we should have a little word with Alan Dell. See, is he asleep? Alan? Hello. Can I doorstep you? I'm sorry. How's it going? As a British team manager, you're pretty much here at all the big races that we ever go to. Can you describe your role a little bit to us?
My role is simply, or it's meant to be simple, is to look after the English team drivers or the British team drivers, which I think is to make sure they're standing in the right place at the right time, do what they're meant to do, which today they're doing brilliantly, everything's going well, and to try and ensure that the organisation actually meets the rules, and I haven't been very successful at that, I'm sorry to say. Not much I can do about that at this moment, but we've overcome that. The British drivers are doing well. Most of them have gone back to the hotel for rest and relaxation prior to the opening ceremony.
So your next item on the agenda is getting everyone to the opening ceremony, I guess.
That is right, with the right colour shirts on in the right place, including your cameraman.
Hi, Tony.
Yep, that should be interesting. And we'll do that, and then we'll be off to somewhere nice to eat tonight.
Okay. Well, that's all part and parcel of the game as team manager. Alan, as I said, he's been here for as long as I've been racing, as long as I've been doing neo-buggy coverage, doing a fantastic job for the British team. Alan, one final question. Last World Championships, Elliott Boost, TQ. Maybe the British guys aren't quite there on pace at the moment, but what are your hopes for this time around in Italy?
Well, I'm mechanic for Lee Martin, and we're going to be 4th after the reseed. We're going to be car 1 in heat 4. We have everything going as we should. David Ronefeld is that much quicker. Ty Testament looks as though he is. We're similar pace to our teammate Robert Battle. Lee drives better when he's very confident. We've got the vehicle and the engine, which I do just right. So it looks as though we're looking very good. It's confident.
Maybe slightly subtly in the shadows in P number 4 maybe.
Well, P number 4 doesn't matter much. You're P1 in a race. But yeah, we got to get 4 good runs in out of 6. We managed that in Argentina. Hopefully we'll manage it again. You're right, there are 1 or 2 people that much faster than us. But not a lot, not a lot.
Well, Alan Dell there, thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank you.
So, okay, we'll just cover a few more points. Maybe we'll talk to some American, or who can we find now? Who can we find? Wataru Takashiro there, one of our favourite Japanese drivers, big fan of ours, Wataru. Let's have a quick word with Mr. Hara again, shall we? We spoke with him a little bit earlier. Hara-san. Hello, we're on camera as usual. Can you talk us through your control practice day so far? How's it been? Has it been okay, or are you still looking for pace?
Yeah, I think it's very off pace. It's compared to last time in the world in Argentina or Pattaya or North Carolina. I think this is the worst start for sure, because I don't have any good lap times and no consistency. But it's kind of always I'm slow start and a good the end, so we never get any panic, and I trust my mechanic Mira-san. So yeah, for now I think we are not fast, but maybe this is always I have a motivation come from nowhere, so maybe good start.
Well, we're crossing our fingers as well. And in Miura we trust, clearly, over there. Miura the mechanic being massaged by Tyler Vick there. Former HB driver as well, not quite sure what's going on there with the liaisons. But Hara, I mean, you know, you're a veteran of so many worlds and you've gone, you know, first, second and third. And it's still very early days now.
Yeah, I think it's still too early for me because my always start for racing in the world start from semi-final. It's some reason my car always good in the semi-final, and then start from good grid, and then I can fight in the final. So I still believe, you know, maybe same happen here. Start practice. I think is people think Hara's done for this race because practice not fast, but I trust myself. I make a Miura-san, and I have great team. S-Works, so we can make some surprise for the racing day.
I mean, the samurai spirit lives on, obviously.
Yeah, samurai. It's one thing for sure. They never. It cannot give up. They have no. Even when you check the dictionary, what is it? Never give up stuff. I think they don't have any dictionary. So, yeah, I think it's just keep going for full punch.
Okay, well, we'll be watching you, Hara, and I'm sure you'll get further and further up those timesheets. Thank you.
Thank you.
So Hara there having a few issues with his actual raw speed. I'm sure it will get better. You know, as he said, Hara pretty much only races from the semi-final onwards. Just going to take you across to the track a little bit. Oh, collected a chair there, sorry. Drew Moeller, one of the up-and-coming stars of this World Championships. Drew, let's have a word with you. Into the sunshine, hopefully it'll be all right. Yeah, it's okay. We'll just dance around like a fairground ride. We're dancing, yes. Although I have two left feet. Drew, first World Championships. How's it been from your perspective?
It's been good. From what I've heard, it's probably one of the better ones as far as the track goes. Like, it's been pretty consistent over the last 5 days, so not too much to complain about. But there's a few little issues, but nothing too major.
Well, going into obviously these 10-day-long marathon championships, did you have any hopes or expectations, or just see what happens?
Like my main goal is just making the semi. I think that's just get to that point and then go from there. So that's pretty much what my goal is for this weekend. Hopefully it goes my way.
We hope so too. The track is obviously massively different from what you're used to racing on, loads of jumps and turns. This is flat out, full chat everywhere, super hard packed, and tyre wear insane. Has it been difficult adapting to that, given that you're pretty much inside the top 25?
Mm-hmm. I think two-wheel drive is definitely, any two-wheel driver here has an advantage. I think that's helped. It's helped me a bunch just because like how high grip it is, like it's kind of got like a mid-motor feel, where it's like just hang on and hope for the best. So I think as much two-wheel that I race, not that much, but just the bit that I do, I think it's helped me a lot.
Okay, well, Drew, we wish you the best of luck. We'll be following you for the rest of the week. Thank you.
Thank you.
So we're going to swing around here quickly. We heard a little whistle, and so I think we're going to have a word with the whistle man himself, Tim. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
No, we love your whistle.
Yeah.
How's it sound? How's it sound? Yeah, I've just gone deaf in my left ear there. Talk us through your role as team manager for Mugen Seiki here.
It's going good. Everybody's running well. So now that practice is over, we'll get to see how it goes.
Get to see 10-minute runs instead of 3 laps, which doesn't maybe mean very much.
It'll be a lot better that way. So hopefully we'll do good and we'll just get to those semis and we'll be good.
Yeah, I think we've been following obviously Drew a little bit, and Carsten's been doing really, really well as well. I mean, as we're saying, this layout probably doesn't suit American drivers so much, but they seem to be taking to it with not much issue.
Yeah, I think it's a little more high speed than we're used to, but I think our guys are very comfortable with it, and I think we have a really good chance.
Yeah.
Should be good.
I'm sure they do. The Mugen seems to be suiting this sort of, flat and fast layout, and we'll be following your guys for the rest of the week.
Cool. Sounds good.
Thank you. Thank you, Tim. Right, Joe, just before we wrap up, obviously Ty Tessman there. It was his day yesterday, and today he's maybe been slightly nervous. I don't know if it was nerves or just, a slightly off day. Off day being he was second instead of first, and there's not such a big change there. A couple of things to cover. Same top 3 as the previous days. It seems like there's a bit of a gap between Robert Ty and David and everyone else. A couple of guys, maybe Lee Martin, maybe Mayfield breaking into that, making it a top 4. One thing we've definitely noticed, which is quite clear, the track is slower in the morning. Track temperature basically the defining factor on speed. Sun shining now, before it was a little bit cloudy, perhaps making lap times a couple of tenths slower. In terms of tyres, tyre wear is a big issue here. Proline definitely seem to have an advantage. Beta doing well, Pro Circuit, AK maybe struggling a little bit on the tyre wear side. It seems traction is massively important, and again, yeah, Proline seem to have done their homework quite well here, so should be interesting to see for the 10-minute runs, because obviously 3 laps doesn't mean a whole lot, and 10 minutes is basically the main thing, and obviously 60 minutes for the hour-long main. Lastly, we touched on Drew Mola impressing us, the young guns. Davide Ongaro, the Italian driver, he's pitting over there. We can't quite see him at the moment. Hi Mick. Hi. How are you? Good to see you. Mick Cragg, they're heading back to the pool to join his new wife Sue. Congratulations, by the way, to them. Yeah, we touched on Carson Wernerman and also Jack Embling. He's also gone back to the pool, so no one really likes us. But yeah, young guns doing well here, outshining some of their older, I should say, mentors. And that's us for pretty much day 1 of the actual World Championships. Qualifying kicks off tomorrow with 2 rounds, and then we have 4 more rounds over the next couple of days. And join us on Saturday for the World Finals. Thank you.